The video game arcade was a huge thing all through the late 70s and most of the 80s. And nowadays it's been making a long comeback with the invention of barcades and things like that. And at every single one of them back then and now, music and jukeboxes have been a huge part of it. Today on the channel, my son Zakk is going to stop back by and share 5 great songs for the arcade coming right up. Hey, it's Russ from the Infectious Groove podcast and YouTube channel, and you've seen him on the channel before quite a while ago, but my son Zakk is back to share with us 5 great songs for when you are at the arcade. What's the first one that you have for us?
Well, I would have to go with Huey Lewis in the News, Do You Believe in Love?
So, great song in the first place.
Yeah.
But why is it great for the arcade?
Well, all these songs that I'm going to pick are songs that I would like to listen to.
Right, in the first place.
Yeah, that I would like to listen to, but they're songs that are kind of upbeat.
Yeah.
And they have kind of like, in this song specifically, they have that chorus in the middle where they're all kind of harmonizing.
Yeah, yeah.
And
it's kind of something that like can pierce the sound over all the video games.
Yeah.
To where you always hear.
Yeah, and it's just something that I personally would love to listen to if I'm playing like Pac-Man or Space Invaders.
You just want to hear it overhead.
Yeah.
All right, cool. What's next on your list?
She's a Beauty by the Tubes.
Great song. And another one that has like enough high parts that are like, even if the music's too low in the arcade, you're going to hear it over everything else. But is there anything that you love in particular about the song?
I just love the upbeat and just how upbeat and happy it sounds.
Yeah,
It just brings me.
It's a filthy song, but it does sound very happy.
Yeah,
that's true. What else do you got?
Well, Michael Jackson makes an appearance on this list, obviously.
Giant surprise.
Another Part of Me.
Right.
We got the matching Michael shirts.
What's funny about Another Part of Me is, the arcades were still hopping when I was a kid up till like the early 90s, but I feel like more like Billie Jean, Beat It, those would have been big staples in the arcade. Yeah. So what is it about Another Part of Me that makes you say that's the good one for the arcade?
Well, like I said, it's another upbeat song. And I love the keys in the song. The keys are iconic
for sure.
But they just sound like they came right out of an arcade. Like Michael walked into an arcade, heard someone playing like out of an arcade machine, and just was like, "I'm gonna put this sound in a song."
And Michael Jackson is one of 2 artists on this list that had their very own arcade game.
Yeah.
And Another Part of Me was in the arcade game. So, cool. What are your next 2 on your list?
Well, Weird Al makes an appearance on this list, too.
Giant surprise, yeah.
Dare to Be Stupid.
Yep. One thing that's great about Dare to Be Stupid is because it's a style parody or a pastiche of the band Devo. First of all, Dare to Be Stupid itself is from the mid-'80s, and then Devo was really hit their popularity in the early '80s. Mm-hmm. So, like the heyday of the arcade.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, if somebody was in an arcade and Dare to Be Stupid was playing and they didn't know the song, they would probably just think that it's Devo, you know? But what's the reason for you? Like, again, probably the keys.
The keys, yeah, and it's just a silly song. And when you're in the arcade, you're often in a happy or silly mood.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's true.
And so you just want to listen to happy songs when you're in the arcade. You don't want to be, like, jamming out to Metallica.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not against it. But,
right, I know what you mean. What do you got for number 1 on your list?
My number 1 is Separate Ways by Journey.
Yep. And again, the keys. Making an appearance.
And I know if I say this might be controversial, but I like Tron Legacy more than the original.
No, I do too.
And that song is a big part.
Heavily featured.
Yeah, and so my brain immediately goes to Tron.
Yeah.
And an arcade.
And it's funny because Separate Ways is making more of a comeback now because of its use in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
But when it kicked in Tron Legacy, I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also, that's another thing where I mentioned this before. This is the second of 2 artists on the list that have their own arcade games. And if you didn't know that, Journey has an arcade game. There was home versions too on the Atari systems.
Yeah, you showed me before.
But Separate Ways plays in that. And again, really lends itself well to that
arcade feel.
Yeah, fun, having fun at the arcade. Very sad song lyrically, but it's upbeat sounding enough. That, yeah. So those are 5 great songs for the arcade. Absolutely fantastic picks, I think, Zakk. Please make sure to leave a comment for him below, or for you. What are some of your favorite songs to listen to at the arcade? And do you agree with our reasoning on why those songs are great? As we always say in all these videos, thank you so much for watching.